We were asked to look at the issue of mental health stigma. We started off thinking about stigma. What is it? We agreed that it comes from people's stereotypical views, that it was negative, that it could be isolating, and that it often comes from fear.
We were shown a definition which we quite liked.
Stigma is a societal reaction which singles out certain attributes, evaluates them as undesirable, and devalues the persons who possess them.
We felt that in order to reduce stigma, you need to increase understanding. So what is mental health? We found a definition.
Mental health. The general state of age-normative pro-social being, the psychological state of someone who is functioning at a satisfactory level of emotional and behaviour.
This doesn't really tell us anything. What do we think mental health is?
Take these three people. Which of them do you think has mental health?
It's all of them, because mental health is something we all have.
It's how we are feeling, our sense of well-being and our sense of balance. The thing about mental health is that, like your physical health, when all is well, you take it for granted. But when things are not well, there may be nothing to see, so people find it hard to understand.
If you've got a broken arm, people can see you've got a broken arm.
But if you're suffering from a mental health condition, you might seem perfectly fine from the outside. Would people see it differently if you needed to wear a bandage on your head? 20% of children and young people have a mental health problem, also known as a mental health need, in any given year. 10% at any given time.
Like physical illnesses, these conditions can go for a while and come back.
And they can get better with treatment.
We found that mental health can come in all sorts of ways.
What do you think mental health is?
What do you think stigma is?
Do you think there is stigma around mental health? We listened to some people from our group and some other young people who have recently been through very difficult times. We asked them what their experiences of mental health needs have been and what they would like to see in this film. We are reading some of what they wrote. The first time I came into contact with services was when I tried to commit suicide. 80 paracetamol later, I was very ill and nearly died. 2 years later, I was diagnosed with bipolar. I'm not a freak, I am a normal person. I have an illness, so get over it. I'm not really any different to anyone else. I just have problems. People that don't respect your illness aren't worth it. People should respect the fact that you have an illness. Mental health is not all plain sailing.
I was diagnosed with bipolar. It took a while to get used to having bipolar for the rest of my life. It also took my mum a while to get used to it. It will also take a while to learn how to live with it and not let it affect me as much. Names I've been called: freak, liar, attention seeker, crazy, stupid, abnormal, sickie, mad, drama queen, weirdo. I tried not to let these names get to me, but they were always in the back of my mind. Having treatment has helped me cope and helped me make friends and feel more optimistic about life. Things have changed because I'm learning how to deal with it and how to cope when my bipolar is at its worst. I was extremely scared at first of what people would think about me, but now I've learnt not to care.
I ended up in treatment because of my eating disorder. When people like my friend found out that I was getting treatment, they just didn't understand. People just say to me, just eat, it's not that hard, but it's not that simple. You have voices in your head telling you not to eat anything because you'll get fat. I also have anxiety. People just say that I'm a constant worrier, but worrying and panicking is not the same.
I started feeling down and rubbish, fat and ugly. I wanted to lose weight and it got out of control. My mood went downhill. I was suicidal. My mum took me to the doctors because she was worried, and after 7 or 8 months he got me in touch with eating disorder professionals. Then I was diagnosed. When I first started having treatment, I didn't think it would work. I couldn't think properly. I was scared, worrying what people would think of me. I feel helpless and would do anything to change what I think about myself and be a normal teenage girl. Anorexia is just as bad or worse than cancer because you get trapped in a circle, so getting out before the door is shut is what I wish. What has changed? I feel fine about eating a variety of foods again, and I don't want to starve myself again. I understand that I need to put on a bit of weight too. What hasn't changed? The whole mood side of things is still very bad. I'm scared I won't ever be a happy, smiley girl again.
I would say to young people experiencing difficulties that there is always help you can get.
You just need to tell someone you're not alone. It can have positives. You look at the world differently, you understand more.
I think that people should not immediately judge people who have an issue in mental health, and if they do not understand the condition, then don't comment or stereotype people. Also, when you are diagnosed, it makes you realise who your true friends are and who are not.
From the film, I would like to hear that my friends would understand me and why I feel this way about food.
If I had seen this film before I got ill, I would have wanted to hear, make the most of the one life you have. Everyone has the right to be different. We are all beautiful because we are all brought to this world. We are all different, we are all good.
How do these stories make you feel?
Have you ever felt down, stressed by life or anxious?
Do you know anyone with a mental health need?
Have you ever asked them what it's like?
We were shocked that all the young people talked about losing their friends when they were diagnosed with mental health needs.
We thought about what friends should be like and how they should react when their friends are having a difficult time.
Thinking about our own friendships, we listed what we thought were the important parts of being a good friend. Friends should be there to support each other. They are some of the most important people in your life because they are the ones you talk to the most about your life. Friends should believe in one another.
Friends should be able to trust each other.
Friends should listen to each other.
Friends should try and understand each other, though it might be hard to understand your friends sometimes. True friends make the effort and stay with you through thick and thin. When the friendship is struggling, they make the effort to fix it.
What do you think friendship is for?
How would you react if your friend was diagnosed with a mental health need?
We began thinking what you should do if you are having a hard time for one reason or another.
The message we got from young people we spoke to was, find someone to talk to.
You can talk to friends,
Family.
Parents.
Counsellors, teachers.
doctors and nurses.
You can even talk to your pets.
Talking out loud is good, and if you have a mental health issue, talking is half the battle.
We came up with 4 steps to help you if you are having a difficult time.
Realise you need to talk.
Research or find help.
Get help.
Talk.
If you can't talk to friends and you can't talk at home, if you're finding it hard to talk at all, there are people out there who can listen and understand.
You don't have to know what you want to say, and you don't have to say anything.
You can take your time, do it your own way, work at your own pace. It's your mind, but talking will help. The message is, talk out loud. If you are having a hard time, you're not alone. Lots of people have felt like you do. It's okay, and there is help. Do you think you'll find it hard to talk to someone if you had a problem?
Who would you go to?